Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm your host, Modesty, and welcome to the Celebrity Spotlight Live talk show where we take you beyond the lights, the cameras, and the actions of authors, entrepreneurs, entertainment, and business professionals for the purposes of business promotion, marketing, branding, and exposure. To our listeners who are on the line and to those who are going to listen even after the interview, Chi-Town is in the house tonight. I repeat, Chi-Town, Chicago, is in the house tonight. Our guest, from my perspective, defines what it is to be a boss lady. Her name is Letrise Cotter, and Letrise is an author, and the CEO of Sistah's Place and Sistah's Creative Media. She's the hostess of Sistah's Place Blog Talk Radio, and she's the blogger of Sistah's Place Entertainment Blog. Letrise Cotter is doing it, and she's doing it well. Welcome, Letrise, to the Celebrity
Oh,
Spotlight Live Talk Show. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for having me tonight. I love that introduction.
Thank you. It is absolutely the truth. It absolutely is. For the next 30 minutes, we're going to discuss your journey as an author and the CEO of several businesses. And we applaud you on your many achievements, Letrise. We've had the opportunity to look at your website, and it is absolutely fabulous. I just want you to know that. We're
Oh,
going
thank
to
you.
start. You're welcome, dear. We like to start at the beginning here at Celebrity Spotlight because everyone has a beginning, whether you're a doctor, an author, an actress, an engineer. Everyone has a beginning. So, Letrise, when did you discover that writing was your passion, and when did your journey as a writer begin?
Well, writing for me, I've written all through elementary, all from elementary all the way through college. Um,
Mhm.
I was very passionate about it. I had a couple teachers that constantly pushed me to continue to
Okay,
write, taking
great.
a lot of creative writing classes, and writing was for me my escape. It was a
Mm.
way to escape into my feelings, escape into my
Okay.
imagination. So I've
Right.
always been a writer. It's just that,
Okay.
along the journey and life happens, you defer
Exactly.
your dreams.
Right. That is so very true. Now, can you remember? Now, I'm going to take you back a little while. I don't want you to. You
Okay.
don't have to share your age, but I'm going to take you back a little while. Can you remember what your first writing piece consisted of? Was it a poem, your journal, even, or a short story? What was your first writing piece about?
My very first writing piece was actually a short story that I
Oh,
had written, for my creative writing class in high
oh,
school,
okay.
actually. Yeah, and
Wonderful.
my English professor, Mrs. Cooper, she saw something in that story. She saw something in me, and she kept pushing me, to write more, to be
Right,
more creative.
exactly.
So yeah,
Right.
that very first story was a short story.
Interesting. What was it about, if you remember, Latrice?
It was a story about a young lady. The title of the short story was called Savannah, and I actually still have a copy of it right to this day. And
Okay.
I keep telling myself maybe one day I'll publish that story.
I
I'll
was going to
expand
I
on
was
it.
going to mention that. Yeah, I was going to mention it to you. Wonderful. So, okay, Latrice, you're the author of a book entitled Deceitful Secrets. Now, the title alone is an eye catcher. And in my opinion, are you familiar with the Lifetime Network?
Yes.
Okay. They produce and they show a great number of women-themed movies. They've even had quite a few
Mhm.
celebrity biopics on that channel. Women love that channel. I
Mhm.
love that channel too.
I
But
do too.
Deceitful Secrets, you love it as well. Deceitful
Yes.
Secrets sounds like it can be something previewed or shown on the Lifetime television network. Tell us, What is Deceitful Secrets all about?
Well, Deceitful Secrets is a love triangle that entails two brothers and the brother's wife. There's a past between my leading lady, Taylor Jackson.
Okay.
She has a past with the eldest brother, Kelly, but she's married to Devin. Now, the husband, he has no clue that they have a past. He thinks they were just best friends in college, but it goes a little bit deeper than that. So,
that
secrets have a way. Yeah.
That sounds, we don't want you to give it all away. We want we want them to purchase it and get the full story. That sounds so intriguing. So that genre, fiction, you like fiction?
Yes.
Okay. And as an author, do you have a favorite author or book that you have read that inspired you or encouraged you as you was writing Deceitful Secrets?
Oh my goodness, there's so many. I have several. I have several authors that I love that inspire me. But like my favorite ones that really get my juices going, that kind of help me, like, I'm gonna write this just like this. I love Kimberly Lawson Robbie, Tony LaRue. There's some new authors that I've been exposed to that I love their style of writing and how they capture you with their characters and their plots. Selena Haskins, Pamela Samuel Young. I think I'm saying her name right. Falling completely in love with their writing and their storytelling.
Wow.
So,
That's amazing. And the reason I ask that is because a lot of times when we read other people's books and when we want them to purchase our books, what they're actually doing is reading our minds. Because what's on our minds, we put it on paper and then we publish it in a book. So when I saw the title of your book, I said Deceitful Secrets. I said that sounds like that is so the title alone is so eye-catching, and I can definitely see that on a Lifetime movie. And you just revealed to us actually, what it's all about. It's very intriguing, and that sounds like the kind of book a person can pick up and won't be able to put down until they get through every single chapter. Some books capture you like that.
Yes, and this is a series, so there's going to be a book too.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
It's a series. Is this the first, second, or the third part of the series?
This is the first part, and I'm writing book 2, so,
That's awesome, Letrise. That is so awesome. Now, as it relates to Deceitful Secrets, do you have a favorite chapter in the book?
I love, there's a couple of chapters that I love, that I really, really love.
Just give me one. You could just give me one.
I'll give you one. There's a scene between Devin and a mistress that he puts her in her place. I actually, as I'm reading it, I actually started laughing out loud to myself, and as I was writing it. And I was like, well, go ahead, boy. Because I could actually visualize a brother saying this to a woman who was trying to play him or get over on him for, for a quick payout. So,
that's so intriguing. And it's good when you can put yourself into their place, because it makes it, although it's fiction, it makes it more real. And I find that it even helps, because I write as well, I find that it even helps me when I can actually, like you said, visualize what you're actually writing or what's going to happen to them next. What will happen if this happens? What if she goes through this door? What if he knocks on the door or the bell rings, or if somebody pulls out, a weapon or something? So it gets very interesting, and I can understand you laughing. And what I like about it is you are enjoying your work.
Yes.
You're enjoying it. Okay, and if you can laugh about what it is that you're reading, others can do the same thing. And as they're reading it, and
Yes.
there's nothing, right? There's nothing more
Yes.
intriguing and fulfilling, Letrise, than when people come back to you and say, you know what, I laughed when I read that chapter, or this reminds me of something or someone, which will cause me to segue right now into another question. And you
Okay.
can, okay, it's a little personal, not too personal, but just
Okay.
a little personal as relates to your book. Is there anything in Deceitful Secrets that you can personally identify with or you've personally experienced? You can
No,
say
but
P, which means pass. You can say P if you want, which means I'll pass. I won't pressure you. There's no pressure at all. That's why I said it's a little personal. It's not too personal. We don't need names or
no,
dates.
no. It was just you know what? You know what? Deceitful Secrets came to me in a dream. I actually dreamed it.
Wow.
So, and I woke up and I wrote it. I woke up out my sleep and I wrote the plot down. So it came to me in a dream,
Okay.
but it's not, like, I can't relate to it.
Okay. Well, I guess what we can say that. Well, good. That's good.
Like,
You can't
ooh.
relate to anything, but that is fantastic. And the fact that you saw that in a dream, that was your inspiration, and that's very inspirational. A lot of people who write, also songwriters, they get songs in their dreams, and like you, book writers, they get the theme sometimes, and even the chapters of the book that they're going to publish. It's interesting. You mentioned a few moments ago that writing is like a door of escape for you. And when people read books like yours and others, romance and dramatic stories too, it's an escape for them too. A lot of people read to escape, either what they're experiencing or just to get a break from their routine,
the real
or their
world.
day-to-day. Exactly. You just get away for a little while, and it's like you're almost on a mental vacation when you read, when some people read their books. I mean, look, Oprah Winfrey, she reads, I don't know how many books Oprah has read and has promoted, because she's an avid reader. She loves to read herself. Okay, so now we're going to go into the other part of who it is that you are, boss lady, because that's exactly what you are, a boss lady. Tell us about Sistah's Place and Sistah's Creative Media. Now, I just want to make this comment before you go further.
Okay.
As it relates to Sistah's Place, I loved the tagline or the motto, Sistah's Place, where faith, talent, and dreams soar limitlessly. So that says to me, anyone who wants to or who believe they can fly should get in touch with Letrise Carter.
Yes, ma'am.
And Sistah's Place. Okay?
Yes.
Because that's the place where you push people so that they can soar limitlessly. And I love the tagline. So tell us about Sistah's Place and then Sistah's Creative Media.
Okay. Well, Sistah's Place, that I gave birth to that almost 4 years ago, which is unbelievable.
Wow.
It started out as just a blog where I wanted to highlight indie talent in film and theater and television. Mainly in the beginning, it was just in film and theater. And I saw something else missing. It's giving our African American brothers and sisters another platform to showcase their projects, because I ran into a couple people where they didn't even know of, like a Christopher Nolan or a Mark Harris or Kimberly O'Connor, and I'm like, wait a minute, but we're right here in the city. We're in Chicago. You don't know these people? So I said to myself, you know what? I really want to bring forth a platform that will give them the opportunity to showcase their dreams, their talents, and inspire others, to follow their dreams and walk in their purpose. So that's how Sistah's Place came to birth. And a little over a year ago, I was sitting and working out, like, well, you know what, I want to launch another business, after having the opportunity to work with Christopher Nolan on his creative media side for Infernal Productions for the movie Zodiac Sign. I got inspired to, you know what, I want to launch my own business, my own creative media business, to be able to continue to do this, to continue to promote indie films, television, theater, and be able to really start branding, you know, giving artists coming up, you know, just getting started, and even existing artists, you know, an opportunity for me to work with them and do their branding, do their creative media, manage their social media, get them more exposure, because there's so many other avenues out here to really give us that exposure that we need. So that's how I gave birth to Sistah's Creative Media, working on that film project with Christopher Nolan on his creative media team. So Sistah's Place and Sistah's Creative Media, they actually are a collaborative. They complement one another because they still give you the exposure. Yeah, they still give you the exposure, and as well as the opportunity to share your dreams and hopes, and at the same time work with someone who's in the industry. I'm still learning. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes, but I learn from them. But this industry has inspired me to create a platform for us to give exposure to indie artists in music, television, film, theater, and it's not just the indie artists, because 2017 saw the opportunity to be able to do mainstream. I had guests from Queen Sugar, veteran actor John Wesley. So I was, I was like, okay, people are watching.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. That is magnificent. And I would say God put you in the right place. You said you worked with Christopher Nolan. Yes, I'm familiar with some of his films, and Mark Harris, Black Coffee.
Yes.
I'm familiar with them, and it's interesting that you said you want to give indie indie actors and actresses and people in film and theater a platform. That's how I fell in love with independent films.
Yeah,
I fell in love with independent films through, I would say, watching actor Lamont Rucker. And by watching him and a lot of films that he was doing prior to Greenleaf, I said, well, look at here. These people are they're so talented, producers and indie directors, and what you're doing is so very much needed, Letrise. And at a time like this, when independent artists, they're up and coming, they're being given more exposure, they're being given attention. Not so much, everyone is not in the spotlight again, but the platform that you have created for them, I would say it's like a launching pad, if you will, and it'll push them even further than where they're at. And it's just a blessing that it was placed upon your heart and that you birthed these various businesses, because it's needed. And I love the entertainment industry. I love it. I love people.
Me too.
I do. It's a lot of fun. It's a whole lot of fun. Now, Sistah's Place, you have got to tell us where the name itself. I find that name very intriguing and very warm. It's so warm, you know what I'm saying? Tell us where the name came from, Sistah's Place.
Well, the name came from, I grew up, I'm a Southern Belle. I'm born in the South. And growing up, my nickname was Sistah. And, my nickname was Sistah. So, you always go over to Sistah and have a conversation. You sitting, you playing with Sistah, you're talking with Sistah, you make people comfortable. So that's how I came up with the name Sistah's Place. Come on over here to my place and talk to me.
I got you. I totally got you. I love it. Looking at the word itself, it seems a little Southern too, because you know how I'm from the South too, we call it the Dirty South, Montgomery, Alabama, and there's a way we have our own language, we have our own lingo, and sometimes people don't understand what we're saying, but we understand. So when I say sister,
not sister. Yes, that's right.
Okay. See, I got it right.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
okay, Letrise, what do you love most about what you do? And then you can tell us what's next for you
Okay.
after you share that with us. What do you love most about what it is that you do?
I get to step into other people's lives that I admire. I get to meet people that I've never heard of before and become a new fan, and supporter. That's one of the things that I love. I love doing that. Meeting new people and meeting people that I admire and respected for so long,
Exactly. Right. It's almost like a dream come true,
Yeah.
And for you, right? It's like a dream come true. It's like, I've often been a fan. And it's nice to hear you say as well that you're a fan. Not only are you providing a service for these actors and for your clients, but you have relationships. And that's more important because that goes a very long way. A long way. Relationships go a very long way. And in the entertainment industry, I've been told from people who've been in the industry for years, they said to me, Modesty, if you can find 2 friends that you can count on one hand, you're doing good.
Yes.
Because things are not always the way they seem or the way people project them in the entertainment industry. And being in the posture that you're in, you get a chance to see, I guess you can say, sometimes the good, the bad, the ugly things that make people happy, the things that make them sad. And that also can probably inspire you, hey, maybe even to write more or to do some other things for these your sister businesses. It's absolutely fabulous. So what's next now for boss lady Letrise Carter?
Well, next for me, I am working on book 2 in the series, Deceitful Secrets. We will be launching the Deceitful Secrets website series. We have its own as of February 1st. On that website, they will be able to get an autographed copy directly from me instead of going through, Amazon, which is, I'm all good for Amazon. I love it, love the support. Exactly. I'm always, I revamped my blog talk show platform. 2016. We're celebrating our anniversary next month. Taking it to another level. Every year I always sit back and like, okay, I got to take my platform to another level. I got to take my business to another level.
That's great.
So there's some great things happening in 2018. Sistah's Place. Hopefully, the launch goes well. I'm anticipating launching Sistah's Place into a digital print subscription magazine later this year. God willing.
Yes.
God willing. There's some great things going on. Hopefully, get 2 books in this series out this year. I'm a part of a book collaboration coming out next year. Doing some things, some great things. There's some other things I got in the works.
Exactly.
Yeah, that I can't talk about yet, but when I
totally
get
understand.
Signed, sealed,
totally understand. Right, then it could be hours. Signed, sealed, delivered, then it could be hours for us to listen to and to hear and to be a part of. Excellent. Well, there's one more thing, but before we get into that, give us your contact information, your websites, and places where people can find you and come and see what you're offering.
Okay. Sistah's Place. You can go to sistahsplace.com, SISTAHPLACE.com. You can follow. We're on Instagram, Twitter. As the handles are Sistah's Place, spelled like Sistah. LetriseCarter.com is my is my website. LETRISE Carter.com. Then you have Sistah's Creative Media as well. That if you want to do business with me, branding, social media, promotions, you name it, we do it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm on Facebook. I'm everywhere. So, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Nowadays, we have to be everywhere, and I'm glad that we can be everywhere. You know what I'm saying, Letrise? Now, before we go, we have about 4 more minutes left.
Okay.
I saw something that caught my eye on your website, pardon me, on your Twitter account. It says Letrise Carter 2017 Black Excellence winner. Tell us about that.
Yes. Oh my God, I was so excited last year. I got contacted by Black Pearl Magazine, which is the founder of Ella Curry, and I was chosen. My blog, Sistah's Place, was chosen as well. It was selected, and then it won. It was nominated, and then it won. And I was like, oh my God, I have my award and everything, and I was just totally floored. For being able to put out a platform that they felt was of Black excellence, you know, giving others an opportunity to share their dreams, their hopes, because the one thing that they loved was that Sistah's Place stands for inspire, educate, entertain, and empower.
Exactly. All of that rolled up into one.
Wow.
Yes. So like you said, you must have been excited. And I'm sure there's no greater feeling, Letrise Carter, than when someone appreciates what it is that you do. Because based upon everything that you have shared with us tonight, you put your all into what it is that you're doing. And what you're doing, you're a person of excellence. If it can't be done right, you know, let me not do it at all, or just let me find another way of doing it. Because whatever you do, it's a representation of you. You know, whatever I do, it's a representation of me too. And I congratulate you on the 2017 Black Excellence Award. What a wonderful achievement. And you wasn't even expecting that, huh, Letrise?
No, I wasn't, and I was like, "Who nominated me?" And you know what that says to me? People are watching me that I didn't expect. So you have to be careful, you know, and how you carry yourself, and how you treat people, and how you present your platform, because you never know who's watching.
That's right. That's right, and who you never know. Will Packer might have looked at your site already.
Mm-hmm.
You never know. Mm-hmm. You know, Spike Lee. You know, you never. That's right, Spike Lee, Tyler Perry. You never know, and sometimes just because they're not following us, or sometimes, you know, if they don't reach out, if we reach out to them, let's say in a tweet or something like that, you never know if they're watching or not. And like you said, excellence is everything, and presentation is everything, because that's the first thing, you know, people look at. Is this someone I want to do business with? And that's Sistah's Place. That backdrop picture is phenomenal. I love it, because it looks like a camera. It looks like a film reel.
Yes.
And with the different faces on it, it is, and then your face is in the front. Hello. Okay. Okay, this boss lady.
Okay for that.
Oh, she's your graphic artist.
Yeah, she designed that, and she was like, "I got you." And I was like, "Oh my God, I fell in love with it." So yeah,
it's
I
awesome.
thank her for that.
It is awesome.
Yes.
It is absolutely awesome. So Letrise Carter, we are so thankful to you for connecting with us, and we're so excited and grateful that we were able to do this interview with you. We know that you're busy, and there's a lot going on in your life, and we already know that you're a success. We already know that all your plans are going to come to pass, and everything that you put your hands to and your mind to, we already know that you're going to do it, because Letrise Carter equals excellence. And I'm sure that's what people see when they log on to Sistah's Place, when they log on to Twitter, when they go on Facebook. They see that anything connected to Letrise Carter's name represents excellence. Hold on one, dear.